vorige rit heeft deze trein ongeveer 12 minuten vertraging.
It chose a hell of a day to start traveling.
Voici changement de voie. L'Eurostar à destination de Paris Nord de 9h13 partira de la voie 5B au lieu de voici.
Every 2 days I have to do if I remember. In 2 weeks. Oh wow.
Oui, ça me fera assez.
No, only the first day. Then the process will be done and it's
Chers voyageurs, bienvenue dans le train vers Le Pont. Ce train s'arrête à Forest City, Reusbroek, Lot, Beuzingen, Halle, Leppik, Tubize, Gruyère et la gare. Terminus, Le Pont. Beste reizigers, welkom in de trein naar Gravenbrakel. Deze trein stopt in Vorst-Zuid, Ruisbroek, Lot, Beuzingen, Halle, Leppik, Tubize, Gruyère en één station Sint-Gravenbrakel.
This is a train watcher's paradise in this bitch. You have TGVs and Eurostars passing by here. Before I go to the city center, let me go real quick to the station because I'm thirsty. I forgot to buy a motherfucking bottle. Well, no, I didn't forgot. There was no water bottles in the vending machine. There were Cokes, but I'm afraid Cokes would make you more thirsty. So we are in Halle. It's somewhat part of the metropolitan area of Brussels, but it's not in Brussels, it's in Brabant. On the other side of Brabant. I'm saying on the other side, south of Leuven, I'd say. Well, not south of Leuven, what am I talking about? Well, it's south of Brussels, beyond Brussels Zuid. Or Brussels South Station. It's in that direction. And let's say the capital region of Brussels is in the middle of the province, the Flemish province of Brabant. Most of the province is where Leuven is, but there's a little bit of it south of Brussels, the capital region, which is kind of almost its own province. Might as well be, because Brussels doesn't do shit for the country. But yeah, Halle also is part of the Halle-Vilvoorde arrondissement, which is an arrondissement that surrounds Brussels. Like 97% of Brussels is surrounded by the district or arrondissement of Halle-Vilvoorde. Trying to give some background stuff, information. So it is kind of a suburb of Brussels, and at the same time it kind of isn't, since it's in a different province. But it is served by the S trains of Brussels. In this case I took the S train 2, or S2, sorry. Yeah, like the S-Bahns in Germany, it's the same thing, or the RORs in Paris. They're trying to make an ROR-like thing in Brussels, but it's not complete yet. And I think they are going to open new stations as well. But the RER system of Paris, is insane. It's very complex. Well, what Halle is also known by is that unfortunate train accident that happened here when I think it was back there, in the track switch back there. Two trains collided with each other and it killed 18 people. And is this a better route to the city center? Maybe. Let's see, I'm not using the maps yet. But yeah, that's how I know Halle. And I remember that accident. It was back in February 2010. It was snowing. It was a very snowy winter back then. But was it because of the weather, or maybe the track changed? Something on the tracks that went wrong and the two trains collided. I was still going to Provincial Middle School back then. The first school I went to in Ghent, here in Flanders, in general. And the second school in Belgium that I was attending. Yeah, I remember it a little bit. But it was only until I went to Binnenhof, the second school in Ghent, I attended in Ghent, that they spoke more about it. It was in the same year, but in late 2010. When I look at pictures and images from back then, it feels like the 1990s. 2010 feels like 1990 for some reason. Just like how some people say when they look at videos from 9/11 and the Twin Towers in 2001, and they say the 2000s feel like the 1980s. It's the same vibe with the 2010s. Feels like the 1990s. But yeah, unfortunate accident happened 15 years ago. But now let's go visit this city. But for a Flemish city, there's way too much French around here. Well, the administrative language here is Flemish, because the signs and posts and everything is in Flemish. Not half Flemish, half French type of thing. The people are the ones here speaking French. I've been hearing nothing but French so far. I bet that pisses a lot of Flemish nationalists off. But for real though, why is there so much French around in this bitch? Likely because of the closeness to Brussels. Sorry. I had to drink Coke because I was thirsty. There was no fucking water in that vending machine. It's in the same state as the vending machine in my hometown in Danes. It was all Cokes, but the water was all gone. And the sparkling water as well. What the fuck is up with that? I thought these motherfucking Belgians liked their Coke a lot. But no, the Cokes was still full. Don't tell me they started going healthy on their ass. Because all I see these motherfucking Belgians do is drink Coca-Cola. It's like their addiction drug. And now all of a sudden they decided to go healthy and shit. I'm joking, but also not just the French. Too many non-European foreigners as well. It almost feels like a regular suburb of Brussels. Well, it technically is. I had a talk with my brother about privacy because he's gonna be filmed. Well, first of all, he's gonna be filmed for an interview, but also he's working on a statue in Ghent. He's gonna be one of the workers restoring it. Oh my goodness, this is pretty. But yeah, he's working on a statue in the Breidagmarkt in Ghent. And he had like a security person come talk to him about how privacy works in Belgium. Well, here you go, she's taking a photo. The laws about filming and taking pictures in public. He got told he's not allowed to take pictures and film people. And when I try to tell him there is a bit of a gray area, he still insists, no, the guy said, you're not allowed to take pictures or film in public or whatever. I'm like, bruh, there is a fucking gray area. And he still insists, no, there isn't. The thing is, you're not allowed to film and take pictures of people specifically individuals. Like if I were to take a picture of that lady right there, let me not film it no more. But because she's so far away, that lady was far away, she's not recognizable, so that's fine. There is a bit of a gray area on that shit. If you're not specifically filming a person or taking pictures of them, you're fine. If they're in a crowded area, you're fine. You're fine to film crowds because you cannot allow people to be specifically recognized on camera. But there is the gray area is also what's also there. If somebody appears in your shot, that's fine. As long as they don't come to you and say, look, are you filming and taking pictures and I'm there? If they ask you to remove their face from your picture or delete it, if they're present on it, even if it's for private, then yes, you have to do it, because otherwise you'll get into very big trouble. because Belgian laws are very strict on that. But if nobody comes to you to specifically to ask to remove themselves and they know you're filming, that's fine. Even though you technically have to ask for consent. But if they're not going to you to ask you to remove their face from it, then you're fine. That's why sometimes I cut off when people are approaching, or especially in a area like right now, where there's not many crowds, and you can almost single out a specific individual, like this person right here that just passed me. Well, right now his face is not on camera, so it's fine. I'm just filming his back. I might have to blur him anyways, just to be sure, because technically I'm not specifically filming him, he just appeared in my shot, but I'm talking about that specific individual, so there might be a bit of trouble on that. But that's what I try to do. I do that all the time. See, there was a person approaching me and I just cut off the video, because I don't want to have the individual on the camera. But you also have the freedom to film and take pictures of your cities and stuff. But when it comes to people, yeah. But when I try to explain that shit to my brother, this motherfucker insists on the first thing he fucking heard. That's why it's so annoying trying to explain something to him that he already heard, even if it's wrong, because he says, well, the dude said so. And you try to explain to him, yeah, but there's also this and that. And he says, anyways, well, yeah, but I saw this like this. It's like, bruh, can you listen to what I'm fucking telling you? There's also this area and this area, and yet again it goes, yeah, but the guy said so. Fucking hell, man. I hate that shit. I hate people like that. I'm not saying right now I hate my brother, but I hate when he does that shit. Like, these people are so fucking annoying. Honestly, though. Well, I'm annoying as well, but at least I try to listen, and then I go do some research. I say, okay, I'll go look that up. You might be right. Well, I'm a vlogger. I should know. I'm saying this right now because we spoke about it recently. I knew Halle was small, but goddamn. Might actually end up going home before the rush hour, which would spare me on some money. I could actually just go to Ghent and... Oh no, wait. I have to... Today we have direct trains in to where I live, so it would not make much sense to go there to stop to leave in Ghent. It would cost less, but can you believe it's 30 euros from where I live to Halle? Isn't that some bullshit, man? 30 fucking euros. Oh look, a police officer. A motorcycle officer. Ooh, wait, let me take a picture. Oh, he already left. That's fucked up. That's the police station of Halle. I actually had no clue it was here. I swear I was not looking for it on purpose. I just wanted to come through here because this is the one of the ring roads around Halle. It actually gives the city its shape on the map. Also, I have my watch counting the steps and calories, and it's marking it on the map, so I want to see what the lines are gonna look like in the map. I figured out how to look that up. You only get that? Hold up. Okay, so you only get the lines in the map where you walked or run if you manually put the exercise, because if it starts counting automatically, it's not gonna show you the where you've been on the map. For some reason it doesn't do that. I guess it's to preserve your privacy a little bit. I mean, we are in Europe and they don't fuck around when it comes to privacy shit. Oh wait, am I not gonna be able to go through there? Am I gonna have to cross to the other side? That sucks. Because I don't see a sidewalk on that side. That's the current day City Hall of Halle. It's kinda ugly. Not kinda, it's ugly as shit. It's not the historical Dutch architecture. So they moved their city hall from where it used to be, that historical building, to this shit. Well, I get that they didn't want to modernize it, but still. Now I know how it's pronounced. It's actually the other city, Braine-le-Comte, because it's Braine-le-Comte, Saint Gravenbrakel. That's why there is an S. Because I thought it was pronounced Schavenbrakel or something like that, but it's actually Saint Gravenbrakel. Now I have to get used to pronouncing it that way. Shit. And then there is Braine-l'Alleud, which is the Eigenbrakel. That's easier. Would it be nice coming out of your house to see this? It would be nice, wouldn't it? But then you'd get used to it, and then it would just bore you. Hey, if the city is this calm on a Tuesday, I wonder what it's like on a Sunday. Is it even more dead? It's probably because people are at work and a lot of them are at school. I thought that it was Wednesday, but it's actually Tuesday. Because I thought if I went home now, I'd be going with the crowds, but no. Apparently Halle is also 800 years old. There was a sign right there on the park. 800 jaar stad pretty much means 800-year city. Wow. It's probably as old as my country. But it's a shame, there's not a lot of medieval architecture like you see in Bruges and Leuven and Ghent. Mainly in Ghent. Because I ain't gonna lie, y'all, Ghent is much more authentic than Bruges. Bruges was all rebuilt in the 19th century. They demolished the original medieval houses because Bruges was in a state of decay back in the 19th century, I think. So they demolished a lot of stuff and rebuilt it again. Because the city hall was built in like 1924 or something. The famous city hall. Of course, the belfry and the cathedrals are authentic. They survived the wars and shit. As a matter of fact, Bruges was not even that badly. There was badly a scratch on it during the World Wars. Just a little bombed street, and that's it. That's pretty much how much action Bruges saw back then. But I think I've seen enough of the market of Brussels anyways. But I kinda came here to Halle last minute. I wanted to go to Den Bosch in the Netherlands, but they're having a strike there. If it's not one shit, it's the other shit. Like, you gotta be kidding me. It would have taken 3.5 to 4 hours to reach Den Bosch, and I'm not about that life for now. If I was staying there for more than a day, like, I would probably I would go there. But to travel 4 hours and just to stay there a few, so much money for that little, nah, man. Plus, I kind of needed to spare money for the vacation because I booked my vacation to Dresden, Germany. Yes, I'm going to Germany this year, not France. And I have to spend money there. I'm gonna stay a few days there, and then I'm going to Ostend with my mom and brother. And my brother bitch ass is coming as well. That motherfucker. Finally. For once that bitch comes with us. But we might actually just pay more for the stay than... That's what's gonna cost more, the stay, than the food. Because I think we're gonna bring our food with us, since my brother is gonna drive our shit to the apartment there. And since he can take our luggage, we can take all the shit we want. We can practically pack all our house and bring it with us. It's a matter of saying. Wait, I think it was on that bridge that I had to cross to go to the station, but it's fine, I can still linger a little longer while I'm here. That's what's gonna be cool. We're gonna stay in Belgium, in Ostend, and my brother can pretty much just drive our luggage to the apartment, and we're gonna be cool by train, because we cannot go with him unless he passes his driver license again, because he has a driver license that is not allowed to take people with him. He only can drive people that have a driver license themselves for a certain amount of years. I think 5 years. Then he can take you in his car. If he gets control, you're gonna also have to show your driver's license. But if you're not, you're gonna be, I think he's gonna get a big fine, and the person that's with him is also might get a fine. I don't know, probably. So if he doesn't pass the driver exam for that particular permit, the normal driver permit, then he will just have to drive our luggage. But also, even so, we might have to take a lot of stuff, because my mom, she packs like crazy. That's why we always had shit at the airport, because my mom always ended up packing too much, and those motherfuckers from Ryanair, they fuck with you. They always try to pull some hidden price on shit. That's why I can't stand Ryanair, man. I hate them motherfuckers. I'm glad they're getting sued for those sketchy ass shits that they do. Fuck them. Yeah, they give cheap flights, but there's like so many hidden costs that you end up almost paying the same price that it would be for a regular airline, for a non budget airline. fuck Ryanair, man. Oh, I see you, Halle. They install these things here so that people can go to the river. That is smart. Hold up, let me try not to get fucked up, because I can still get fucked up. It might be funny for the video, but I'm not trying to fuck myself up. Just to raise my views. Unlike certain people. You know what I saw? While I'm descending, I'm gonna talk some shit. I saw a dude that pretty much cut his legs for surgery, to augment his size. But what's even more fucked up is that he raised his size to 1.80 meters. I'm still 5 centimeters taller than him. So he's not even that tall. On top of that, he says he doesn't care what people think of him, but if you don't care, then you shouldn't be insecure about your size. He was 1.65 meters. I think he was 5 centimeters taller than my mom. Because I think my mom is 1.60 meters. Oh, you can just wet your feet here, man. Holy shit. I might actually do that. Because this water looks kind of refreshing, to be honest. I don't know, it might have some bacteria that might fuck you up. Who knows with these water things. Let me just do some B-roll of the river for Instagram and the video, and then we're gonna go. This river name is the Zena in Dutch. I don't know what the French name is, if it has one. And you can just descend. If you see this place, you can use these circle things to come down here and just, you know, wet your feet, because the water is really fresh. Well, I don't know if it's drinkable. I wouldn't advise it, but it's refreshing. I really am in the mood to wet my feet here, but then I'm gonna have to wait for them to dry because I don't want to walk with wet feet. But it's really nice. It's really nice that they build this thing here so that people have contact with the water and can come refresh themselves here. But of course there's fucking trash here. As a matter of fact, let me take this fucking thing out of here and go up to the station. Look at this shit. Plastic. People are so fucking nasty. This probably flew out of their bags, some of this trash, but well, there's not much else I can do. At least I'm taking some plastic out of here, some shit. But yeah, let's get up out of here. I'm gonna lie, this station is kind of embarrassing. Because look at this. They haven't renewed this thing in like 60 years or something. Look at this shit. Look at weeds growing. There are weeds growing everywhere, man. They don't even clean that shit. God, it's so Belgian that it pisses me off. And I'm criticizing because I want to see it do better, because I'm embarrassed for them. Since I'm almost becoming a Belgian myself. Like, this is ultra embarrassing, man. Portugal was already embarrassing enough. Now I gotta deal with this. On top of that, it's even worse because Brussels is like, this is a super busy ass area, man. All kinds of people come through here. International people. And they see this. Look at this.
De 14h30 partira de la voie 19 au lieu de voie 20.
Look at these fucking widths. Fucking bushes and shit. Them shits are going to become a fucking rainforest. Brussels South is about to turn into a into a fucking rainforest. There's so many weeds growing everywhere. They renewed that other part in the 1990s. It looks all nice and shit, but why didn't they continue to this side as well? Come on, man. I'm so embarrassed. I'm telling you, Brussels is an embarrassing ass capital.
À destination de Luxembourg via la mesure de 14h32 voie 12.
Especially a country that's even richer than Portugal is supposed to have this shit better than us. Why is that train blinking? Look at that. Why was that train blinking? What's up with that?
Le train, c'est à destination de Halle via le train de 14h36.